One of the biggest topics in the sales space is win rates. In our research on the top performing sales organization, we found that top performers, on average, win 62% of all their deals. Unfortunately, the rest category, which is 80% of the organizations that we studied, has a win rate of 40%. In other words, they lose more often than they actually win. So in truth, it's not one thing. It's decision roles, it's value case messaging. One of the traditional or the classic mistakes that a lot of sellers make is that they approach every opportunity with the same pursuit intensity. Now, if you look at pursuit intensity as a grid from say 1 to 5, where 5 is the strongest and 1 is the lowest, many sellers would do well if they were to assign a pursuit intensity to all of their opportunities and only focus on, say, the top 20%, the ones that are rated either 4 or 5. One of the ways to do that is through what we call the CARE framework. CARE stands for competitive position, attractiveness, relationship strength, and effort to win. Competitive position is really all about where you stand vis-a-vis your competition. Are you an upstart? Are you late? Are you a challenger? Or are you in pole position? Attractiveness is really all about a couple of other dimensions. It's about, first and foremost, the attractiveness of the logo. Is this the kind of firm and industry that you want to be going after? Second, it's about the decision timing. Is a decision going to be made quickly versus later in time? Also, it's about profitability. In other words, what is the profitability or the margin that you can get from this particular deal or opportunity? Relationship strength is about the continuum between being, on the one hand, a true partner, a business partner, versus what we call a pair of hands. And then finally, the effort to win is about things like the financial investment that you need to make, the investment of time you need to make, versus what you could potentially gain from this particular opportunity. Most sellers spend a lot of time chasing opportunities that are going nowhere, and therefore not spending enough time on those that are must win or must capture. Using CARE, you can free up valuable time to focus on the opportunities that matter most and win more business.